Hey guys, hope you're doing well. In today's video, I'm going to take you down the memory lane. We're going to be installing Windows XP on Oracle VirtualBox. So without further ado, let's get started. Just before I start, I'd like to let you know that we have come a long way since Windows XP. This is just for fun, just for some nostalgia, but yeah, do not use Windows XP in your production environments. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, I've already installed it on a virtual machine and made sure that it's working fine. So I'm just going to take you through the whole process from beginning to the end. So let's go ahead and click new. And in here, I'm going to call it Windows XP and I'm going to call it -2 just so that I can distinguish this virtual machine from the old one. All right, so the next thing that I need to do is select the ISO image. I'm going to go ahead, select my ISO file, which is just the virtual CD or the bootable CD in virtual format that we're using to install Windows XP on our virtual machine. I'm going to untick this one. I don't want unattended installation. As you would have noticed, OS version is automatically set up as you type the virtual machine name. If you start typing Windows XP, Oracle VirtualBox is smart enough to know that you're going to be probably installing Windows XP, so it's going to automatically select the OS version for you. And I'm going to leave the rest as it is, so it is good at deciding what specifications you need per operating system, whichever you decide to go with. So I'm just going to leave everything as it is, and I am going to go ahead and click finish. The next thing that I'm going to do is click start and let's see how it looks. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and increase the size of the window. Let me just see if I can scale it up. Okay, so this looks much better. Let me just go ahead and view full screen, and this way you can clearly see what's happening on the screen. So welcome to the setup. So we're here at the beginning of the installation process. I'm going to go ahead and click enter. This is obviously the license agreement. I'm going to press F8 to agree. And since this is the very first time we're using this virtual machine and the very first time we're installing an operating system, it is an unpartitioned space, the virtual hard disk. So I'm going to select my hard disk and I'm going to go with the default NTFS file system. If I'm not mistaken, I think Windows XP was the very first operating system to introduce NTFS file system. You guys will have to fact check on me, but I'm pretty sure that NTFS was introduced by Windows XP for the very first time. So let's just go with the installation process. Don't worry guys, I'm going to be fast forwarding sections where it's going to take time, so you don't have to watch through the whole process, but this shouldn't be taking too long. We're going through the examination of the disks, and now we have come to the stage where the setup is copying files. Okay, so it's going to restart. I'm just going to hit enter to speed up the process. All right, so we're at the tail end of the process. So this is the actual phase where the operating system is being installed at the moment. Now it says it's going to take 39 minutes for the entire thing to finish, but I've done this already and it does not take 37 minutes. Okay, so now we're prompted to set the region and language options. I'm just going to simply go next. And this is just for your registration purposes. So I'm just going to call admin and organization. I'm just going to type ABC. It doesn't really matter what you type in here. I'm going to go and click next. Now in here, we will have to put a product key in, otherwise it will not let you proceed to the next stage. So let me just type in the product key that I have for Windows XP. Okay, so let's click next. And in here, you will be asked to provide a computer name. I'll just call it WinXP VM2. And in here, you will need to set up an administrator password. Obviously, the setup is going to create a local administrator account called administrator. And once you've logged in using administrator, you can create different user profiles if you wish to do so. So let me just type in a password. Okay, let's go ahead and click next. Now you can set up the time zone in here. I'm just going to simply leave it as it is and go next. Okay, so in terms of network settings, I'm going to leave it at typical settings. This is the standard recommended settings anyway. If you want to do any customization, you can go with custom settings as well. Let's go ahead and click next. Now, at this stage, you will be able to, if you were living back in the days where Windows XP was a thing, you would be able to, at this point, domain join your computer. But since this is just a test environment, I'm just gonna keep it as work group, so I'm not gonna be joining it to a domain. So click next. The whole process should hopefully end fairly soon. Okay, so looks like the installation process has been completed and the virtual machine is restarting. There we go, guys. This is the very first time that we're booting into Windows XP. It really brings back memories when we used to work with Windows XP as kids. I'm just gonna go ahead and click OK. All right, we've got a couple of more things to do since this is the very first time that we are logging into our desktop. I believe I'm going to have to reduce the resolution a little bit so we can see the next button. There we go. So let me click next. I'm just going to click the recommended option here. It doesn't really matter. Now it's going to check if you can access internet. Okay, I'm just going to leave the default settings as it is and let's go next. I don't want to register with Microsoft. Let's go next. And let me just give it a name. You have to give at least one name here, but if you've got multiple users that, use Windows XP logging into the same computer, you can set up multiple users in this window. So let's go ahead and click next, click finish, and you should be taken to the desktop. Now, I don't know if my sound is being recorded, but that distinctive welcome sound that Microsoft Windows XP used to have when it first came out, it just brings back a lot of good memories, guys. Here we go. So we've installed Windows XP. Now, one of the things that I used to do is play pinball when I was a kid. Brings back a lot of good memories. And let's try and start pinball. Even so many years after, things look pretty good. And I think Windows XP was one of the best operating systems to ever come out from Microsoft. I think a lot of us have really good memories using Windows XP. So guys, I think I'm gonna finish recording at this point. As I told you guys, this was just for fun, just to take you through the installation process, bring back some good old memories of, you formatting your computer and reinstalling your operating system, the good old days. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber already. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, take care and have a good day.